Hello and welcome back. I am Sam, your lead tutor. Today, we are going to talk about your future. We are tackling Skill 62. This skill is about researching and evaluating emerging network technologies and assessing their relevance to your organization. It is easy to get stuck in the day-to-day grind of fixing broken things. But a true professional doesn't just maintain the status quo, they evolve it. Technology moves incredibly fast. If you are still building networks the way you did 5 years ago, you are already behind, and you might be creating security risks. Our goal today is to give you a structured framework for looking at the next big thing, whether it's Wi-Fi 7, SASE, or AI-driven ops, and deciding if it's actually right for your business. Let's use my scaffold and ascend method to break this down. Innovation isn't just buying the latest gadget. It follows a cycle. First, research. You need to scan the horizon. Read industry news, talk to vendors, and watch what your competitors are doing. Second, evaluate. You don't just believe the marketing brochure. You test it. You run a proof of concept, POC, in a lab. Third, assess relevance. This is the critical step. Just because a technology is cool doesn't mean it's right for your company. Does it solve a problem you actually have? Fourth, recommend. You provide an objective opinion to the business, backed by the evidence you gathered. Let's start with research. Where do you look? Look at vendor roadmaps. If Cisco is releasing a new switch series, investigate it. Look at standards bodies like the IEEE. They are currently defining Wi-Fi 7. Read about it now so you are ready when it arrives. Engage with communities. Real engineers on Reddit or Twitter often find bugs and benefits long before the official reviews do. And be aware of the hype cycle. Just because everyone is talking about blockchain for networking doesn't mean it's ready for production. Learn to filter the noise. Once you find something interesting, you evaluate it. Never deploy straight to production. You need a lab. It can be physical hardware or a virtual environment like GNS3 or EVE-NG. Run a proof of concept, POC. This is a scientific test. Define your success criteria first. If this new SD-WAN solution saves us 20% on bandwidth costs without dropping calls, it is a success. Measure it. Don't just say, it feels faster. Measure the latency. Measure the throughput. Get hard data. Phase 3 is assess relevance. This is where you answer the "so what" question. Ask yourself, does this solve a problem we actually have? SASE is great, but if your entire workforce sits in one office and never travels, maybe you don't need it yet. Do a cost-benefit analysis. The new tech might be faster, but if it costs 10 times as much for a 10% gain, it's not relevant. Check integration. Will this shiny new box talk to your 10-year-old mainframe? If not, the cost of integration might kill the project. Let's see S62 in action. The scenario: the office Wi-Fi is struggling because everyone has a laptop, a phone, and a tablet. Density is the issue. Research. You investigate and find that Wi-Fi 6, 802.11ax, is specifically designed for high-density environments. Evaluate. You don't buy 100 access points. You buy one. You install it in the busiest meeting room for a week, a proof of concept. Assess. You review the logs. You see that it handled 50 concurrent connections with far less latency than the old model. The evidence is clear. Recommend. You write a report to management proposing a phased upgrade, backed by your real-world data. S62 isn't just about hardware. It's about methods too. You should be researching network automation. Look at tools like Ansible or Python. Evaluate AI ops. Can AI help you predict failures before they happen? The goal of innovation should be to reduce manual toil. Be the engineer who finds a way to automate the boring stuff so you can focus on the interesting stuff. That is how you get promoted. For your portfolio, S62 requires you to show your analytical mind. Use the STARR method. Situation: the business needed to reduce the high cost of our MPLS circuits. Task: I was asked to evaluate SD-WAN as an alternative. Action: I researched the market and selected 3 vendors. I set up a proof of concept in our lab, simulating our branch office traffic. I specifically tested the failover time during a video call to see if it dropped. Result: I recommended vendor B. We implemented it and saved 40% on WAN costs. Reflection: I learned that vendor marketing often overstates capabilities. Independent testing is vital for making the right choice. If you are doing your major project, S62 is the core of your technology selection chapter. Never just say, I used Cisco. Explain why. Perform an options analysis. List 3 possible solutions. Score them against criteria like cost, ease of use, and feature set. Right, I evaluated OSPF and EIGRP. I selected OSPF because it is an open standard and supports our multi-vendor environment, whereas EIGRP is proprietary. This proves you made an objective, engineering decision, not just a guess. To conclude, remember that technology evolves. If you stand still, you go backwards. Research continuously. Make it a habit to read network news. Evaluate skeptically. Don't believe the hype until you test it in your lab. Assess relevance honestly. Only recommend what actually helps your business. I challenge you to find one article about a new network technology today, maybe Wi-Fi 7 or quantum networking, and just read the summary. Stay curious. Thank you for your focus, and I will see you in the next session. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you now feel more confident in mastering this topic. If you found value in this session, I have a small favor to ask. Please hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and follow our channel. It really means a lot to me and helps the algorithm show these lessons to other apprentices just like you who need support. Don't forget, you can download today's slides and the full transcript at www.mentorinai.com EPAHUB. While you are there, check out our mock interview and portfolio review services to make sure you are fully ready for your EPA. See you in the next video. Keep learning.